I want to continue talking about the things we started in the last video about resilience. And for me, if resilience is not just big gardens and lots of land and having food forests and things like that, what exactly is it? Well, for me, resilience is not just one thing. It's actually four things that kind of shape the way I think about things. And when you start to develop these four things in a way that over time, basically what happens is you become more capable and adaptable to what's coming your way. So if we're going to talk about these four things, four pillars of resilience, I'm going to start out with personal resilience, because for me that everything starts with personal resilience. It's your health, your skills, your knowledge, your mindset. Because it doesn't matter how much food you store or how many projects you build, if your health is failing or you never develop the skills to use what you have. Personal resilience is the foundation that everything sits on. Now, the second pillar, that's the one that most people think about first. They think about food and water, energy, finances, preparedness. And then, basically it's not about fear. It's about reducing unnecessary vulnerabilities. It's about building up a little extra food, a little extra water, a little extra knowledge. Small steps add up over time. It's not about just going and buying everything you can right off the bat and calling yourself prepared, because that doesn't always work out the best for you. So we have to take our time and step by step build our resilience, because it's something that builds over time. And I'll be honest with you, I think half the time I'm behind, and it plays on my mind, and it's like that. But that's also something that we need to take into consideration, is the mental aspect of trying to be prepared for every single thing that could go south on us. So we need to be a little more, I don't want to say cautious, but we need to be a little more um, careful with how we prepare and what we prep and what we do in our daily work, and how we put it all together in the end. And we're always going to come short in some areas in our minds. And one of mine is the third pillar. It's community resilience, and that's about community, neighbors, friends, family, and trusted relationships. We have some great neighbors where we're at, and we've developed a rapport with them. It's not about bartering; it's about sharing and giving, and then receiving. So we have this thing, like we gave them a rooster, and they came back and gave us some coffee or strawberries or always tamales and humitas. That's how you build relationships inside your community. So it's like this is it's all about throughout history, people have survived difficult times together, not alone. One person might know how to repair something, or another might know how to grow food, and another may have skills or knowledge you don't. So strong communities create resilience that no individual can build alone. Now, the fourth pillar is environmental resilience. This does have a little bit to do with land and soil, water, trees, pollinators, local food systems, but it is something that we can do without having land. We can still join and have community efforts in all of these things. So, when we improve the health of the land around us, we improve the health of our communities and basically improve the health of our future. They say healthy soil, healthy humans, and healthy world. So it's like it's all a big beautiful circle when it comes to taking care of the environment and just basically not trying to poison everything around us. So the interesting thing is that every one of these areas is something that can be improved on just a little bit at a time. You don't have to work on everything at once, and you don't, but you just have to start somewhere. Maybe it's learning a new skill, maybe it's storing a little bit extra water, a little bit extra food, meeting a neighbor, or maybe it's planting a single herb in a container and putting it in your windowsill or your balcony or your porch. It's It's just small steps that matter. So until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep building resilience right where you stand.